everyone and welcome back to my channel. Or welcome if you're new here, which I assume you are because this is only like my second video ever. Today I'm gonna be doing a quick review of the Juliette Has a Gun Not a Hair and Body Mist. So if you're interested, just keep watching and let's go ahead and jump straight into the video. So to start, I want to mention the fact that this body mist is obviously an extension of the famous Not a Perfume line from Juliette Has a Gun, which includes the famous Not a perfume as well as the Superdose version. And the reason I was interested in this product and why you may be interested too is because hair mists and hair perfume seem to be a good option when you really want the scent profile in your collection but don't want to break the bank just yet, especially if the perfume is quite pricey. As you can see, it comes in this simple white 75ml bottle. The cap is plastic and it gives the air freshener a little bit. However, I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that it also has the famous slow sprayer, even though the bottle is completely different than the fragrance bottles from this brand. When you initially apply it to your skin, it's super watery, so the typical body spray consistency, I would say. Now, the question all of you guys probably have is the scent the same as the original perfume? Well, to put it simply, yes and no. To be fair, I've only tried the Superdose, not the original perfume, because the only store around me that carries Juliette Has a Gun is always out of testers for the original for some reason. But one thing I've noticed right away is that, when you put the perfume on, it smells like pretty much nothing initially, which makes sense since it's supposed to be activated by your skin. Well, it's not really the case with the body mist, because when you first spray it, it has this really light, citrusy, slightly floral opening. This is actually probably a good idea because this one is also supposed to be used on the hair, so the whole gimmick with the skin activation might not necessarily work on the hair. Now, after the opening is done, I can really smell the original Not a Perfume DNA here. When I was testing out the Superdose, it was this very interesting, bitter, woody smell on me, but super faint and barely noticeable, like barely there. I kind of liked it, but I thought, ain't no way I'm paying this price for something nobody can smell except for me. So that's how I ended up with the body mist, by the way. And the opening here is very reminiscent of what the Superdose smelled like on me, just less intense and bitter and slightly more floral-like. When I wore it on the first day, I couldn't stop smelling my wrist. I liked it so much. It's actually a really good option to smell clean, pretty, a little bit sophisticated, but not overwhelmingly floral, woody, and not overwhelmingly anything at all, really. In terms of longevity, this one lasts about 3 hours on my skin, which is completely normal for a body spray and even pretty good, I would say, especially considering the fact that we sometimes have full-on perfumes that last like 3 hours. On the hair, however, it has barely any longevity. I sprayed it on my hair pretty generously the other day. I did a few solid sprays and after 2 hours there was no trace of it on my hair. This is kind of a bummer because it's marketed as a hair and body mist, so I expected more from it in terms of performance on hair. But then again, this might be because the concept of skin chemistry, you but better, just doesn't work on hair at all. On the second day of wearing this one, I decided to try layering it because this is kind of what this one is intended for as well. I decided to combine this one with Vanilla Vibes because it just makes sense to try wearing two Juliette Has a Gun products together. So when these two are used together, I find that the mist brings out more of that salty quality in Vanilla Vibes as well as that ambery base note, but I don't find that it makes a huge difference overall, and I also don't find that it prolongs the longevity of the perfume at all. Now, final thoughts. I kind of really like this product. This looks like something I would wear on a day when I'm not feeling like wearing any strong fragrance and I don't mind kind of a skin scent. However, I want to reiterate that it doesn't really work in hair, so marketing it as a hair and body mist is a bit of a false claim. I find that this one is more of a body product after all. So, to sum up, do I recommend that you run out and buy it? Not really. I don't think it's a must-have in your collection, but then again, no fragrance is really a must in my book. However, I can actually recommend it if you like the perfume but are not willing to spend the full price for this type of a gimmick. This one is good for wearing on its own and also works for layering. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. If you have this product in your collection, I would be very interested to know your thoughts on it, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.